Good morning. Good morning. Oh, let's do it one more time just for fun. Good morning.
Good morning.
Aha,
Keeps getting higher.
Very good. Higher and getting your voices ready to sing. I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution.
And I'm Pat Humphreys.
And we're glad. Oh, thank you. That's nice. We wanted to come down and sing with come over from California and sing for you all because you all have really been through it. And our government should not be waging war on American cities. Can we agree on that? Yeah. And I would like to say that our government should not be waging war. Maybe you feel similarly. Because people around the world, the people don't want the war, even though the people in power crave it. But the people in Tehran don't want the war. The people in Lebanon don't want war. Yeah. The people in Gaza don't want war. People in Israel don't want war. So people here don't want war. And we wrote this song right after 9/11 with the words for peace in 3 languages: peace, salam, and shalom. Salam is peace in Arabic, shalom, peace in Hebrew. So I'll tell them to you again: peace, salam, shalom.
And
try them with me.
You'll get to sing those with us.
Try those words: peace, salam, shalom. And you will get to sing them. We sang it the first time in the streets of New York City with 10,000 people protesting and showing up for peace right after 9/11. And since then, it's been sung around the world. Maybe you've sung it with us. It works as a 2-part round. So Pat will get started on the first part, and you can join her. And I'll sing the second part. And for folks who like to sing the second part, can come in with me. Otherwise, keep that going, and Pat will sing other things.
Yeah, it's a simple part. You just keep your part going, and then we'll sing other things over your lines. Okay, here's your part. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. That's your whole part. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Here comes the second part.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. We believe in peace.
Salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Salam, shalom.
We will work for 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 peace.
Salam, shalom.
Jerusalem.
Shalom, peace, salam.
Ramallah.
Shalom, peace, salam.
In Tel Aviv.
Shalom, peace, salam.
In Washington.
Shalom, peace, salam.
In Gaza City.
Shalom, salam, peace.
Tehran.
Shalom, peace, salam.
In Rafah.
Shalom, peace, salam.
In New York City.
Shalom, peace, salam.
We believe in peace.
Salam, shalom.
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 We believe in peace. Salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you all. My name's Jen Crow. I use she and her pronouns, and it is an absolute joy to get to serve as the senior minister here among you. Welcome to everybody who is here in the sanctuary. Welcome to folks who are joining us online. It's wonderful to be together in all the ways that we can be today. And what a joy it is this morning to get to lead worship together with Allison Conley-Vetter and Reverend Laura, and with members of our board, and also with Emma's Revolution. Sandy O and Pat Humphreys, we're so glad you're here. Emma's Revolution, like I said, came and wanted to help support us lift up our spirits after all we've been through, and also help with contributing to care of folks who are here in town. And so last night we hosted this benefit concert where together we raised over $10,000, right? How about that? How about that? So that we can continue to show up for folks in the congregation and our neighbors who are struggling, who might need some support with stable housing, with groceries, those who've been most impacted by the ICE occupation. We're so glad to be a place that lives into our values, where we say every Sunday, when we share what we have, we can all have what we need. We make that true each time we ask for the help we need, and each time we share the resources we can with one another. This is how we're living into it. So what a gift to get to do this together. Thank you for sharing your music with us this morning as well. It is a gift, care for our spirits. So we're grateful too to each and every one of you for showing up today in all the ways that you are. It matters to get to be together. It matters when we show up. It matters when we take a risk on love and connection and community together. We're grateful for everyone who makes this time and space possible. We're grateful to John and Olu for keeping our tech working. We're grateful to our greeters, our ushers, to our artists, the tenders of this space in all of the ways. It takes all of us to make opportunities like the concert last night possible. It takes all of us to make opportunities like this coming together possible. So thank you for being here. Now, this is a special day in our community. It's a day when we get to celebrate both welcoming new members into our church community and also when we have gotten to celebrate dedicating children into the life of this congregation. It's a day when we often have visitors and special guests, so we're grateful that you're here. An especially warm welcome to anybody who's new today. We're grateful you're here. I hope you experience this as a place of warmth and connection and care and inspiration. And if you have been here one time or many times, we're glad that you're back. Thank you for taking that risk again and for being a part of this community. Now, in a space today like this on a special day, we're grateful to have everyone all together, kids and youth and adults in the service, in the sanctuary together for the full time here together. So part of what that means is we make room for one another. We do that any Sunday, but especially on days when we're all together in community. It's okay to get up and move around. It's okay if you're feeling squirmy. It's okay if you're making noise. It's just fine. Adults and kids and youth, it's good to be together. Come as you are. Welcome to this community where we lean into the Universalist understanding of faith that names each and every person as whole and holy and worthy, welcome and wanted, and all of us with room to grow across the span of our entire lives. Welcome to this community where we commit to practicing beloved community that springs out of experiences of unconditional, transformational love. Those experiences of love can be so irresistible, so inclusive, so life-changing that we are transformed as individuals and as a community into finally a place of thriving for all of us. This is what we're about here. This is the journey, the spiritual journey we welcome you into here. Now, this service is all about the way that life springs forth, all the ways that change shows up in our lives, all the ways that we can welcome it with curiosity and wonder, all the ways we can be changed. You got a representation of that kind of change when you came in today, I hope. Maybe you got a green leaf like you see up there on the tree. If you didn't, don't worry. We'll make sure you get one before the right moment in the service today. We chose leaves because leaves are often one of the first ways we notice the changing of the seasons. Maybe you've noticed some buds coming forth. Maybe when the summer turns to fall, you notice the way that the leaves change color or come off of the trees altogether. These leaves that you have will be a spot where you can place a blessing for this community, for the folks that are joining us today. That's our new children and families and also our new members. And together we create this beautiful tree of belonging and blessing. We trust here that change and growth, change in all of its ways, is the very essence of life. We are changed by one another. We are constantly changing. So I'm going to invite you in just a moment to turn and greet one another, to make the love we talk about here real in community, and to make it your mission to seek each other out so that nobody is excluded from this warm welcome unless they are feeling like they need a little space. So the invitation is to share your name, to share your pronouns if you like, and then also to share something that you are noticing that is changing. This can be something that's changing in yourself, changing in your relationships, changing in the world or the earth. Okay? All right, let's go. Let's say hi. I love the energy in this space, the warmth of the greetings, the care that we share with one another. And I'm going to invite you to bring it back. Always a gift that it's a challenge. Salam shalom.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom.
So let's take a moment just for a couple of breaths together. The reminder that we can always find our way back into our breath, to our heartbeat, to our center. I invite you, if it feels right for you, to join me with a deeper breath on the inhale, a slower breath on the exhale. We'll do that 3 times. Thank you. From this place of connection and calm, we remind ourselves of the promises that keep us together in community. And I invite you to say with me, if you'd like, the words for the lighting of our chalice. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. As we move together into a time of meditation and prayer, I remind us that however we show up to prayer and meditation is just right. There is no one right way, no perfect method. But for me, I always try my best to settle my body like we just did. And I will often find myself beginning with that breath, with the intentional experience of the breath in and the breath out. Breath in and breath out. From this place, I often remember the three prayers. Prayers of wow, thank you, and help. Wow are prayers of wonder, prayers of amazement, prayers of, I don't know how that happens, and yet I am grateful. Perhaps our prayers of wow today might be the gratitude for breath that moves in and out of our body, that helps us to have what we need in all the parts of our body. Perhaps it is amazement, wonder at knowing that my exhale is your inhale, that the exhale of the dinosaurs is my inhale today. Wonder. Wow. From there to the prayer of thank you, of gratitude. Gratitude for life, gratitude for breath, gratitude for the relationships that hold us up, that strengthen and challenge and inspire us. Gratitude for the love we have received, the love that we will give, that teaches us how to live in the ways that we long for. Gratitude for new muscles of care, for new muscles of vulnerability, strengthening in each of us. Help. May we know the spirit of love and life that moves between and among and beyond us, now and always. May that spirit remind us that we are connected, that the boundaries we create are illusions between us, between life. And may we know our strength, our shared liberation. And may we and all beings lean toward life, toward compassion, toward care. To these prayers we add our own prayers of wow, prayers of thank you, prayers of help. And together, we wish for peace for ourselves, each other, and the world. May it be so. Amen. Each time we gather, we engage in the spiritual practices that help us to live into the love at the center of our faith. We do this by singing together, breathing together, learning and growing together. We do it also by sharing our resources of time and talent and, yes, treasure too. Because it is indeed a radical thing to live into the words that we say together each Sunday, that we trust that when we all share what we have, we can all have what we need. This is a different way of living than so much of our society invites us into. But this is what we do here. We trust that we are part of the turning of the cycle of life, and that there will be times when we have room to give and times when we have room when we need to receive. So I remind us today that if you are in a time now or ever when you are in need of practical or financial, spiritual, emotional support, we have that here with each other. Please check in with any of the ministers and staff, and we will do our very best to connect you with listening ears and open hearts, and also with very real resources to help support us all when we need that. This morning, if you have financial resources to share, the offering will go to the church. And in particular, it is going to support our children, youth, and family ministries here at church. You may not know this, but we have, in fact, the largest religious education program in Unitarian Universalism. We have over 300 children and youth here who I hope are experiencing what beloved community means. Actual experiences of unconditional, transformational love. They are moving through things like religious education classrooms. They are also moving through experiences like Our Whole Lives sexuality education program. In our congregation, we are supporting more than 95 folks across the lifespan in Our Whole Lives sexuality education programs this year. That means folks who are not only getting truth-based education about their bodies and relationships, but folks who are learning what intimacy means and what consent is, things that are transformational in our relationships and in the ways we are in the world. So, friends, I invite you to give as generously as you're able today to help support the work of the church.
Years ago, and it's done some traveling in its lifetime, so I understand. We found out last night at the concert that a lot of folks knew this song and didn't necessarily know the source. So maybe you know it, you can sing it with us. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone, I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I'm impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side.
Good morning, dear ones. My name is Allison Conley-Vetter. I use she and her pronouns, and it is my total delight to serve as the Director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministries here at First Universalist. It is a particular gift to worship with you all together this day as we celebrate two of the cornerstone rituals of our congregational life. Two. Can anyone name one? Two rituals today. Anyone name one of them? New members and child dedication. That's exactly right. This is New Members Sunday. We're celebrating child dedication as well. And this ritual is so important to us that we have all of our kids and youth together in this space. This is our religious education for the day. Sometimes if parents and caregivers and for kids, it can be a challenge to be in this space instead of in our usual rhythm. So I want you to say to everyone who's responsible for a child in this space right now, you're doing a great job. And I want you to say to every child and youth who's in this space who isn't always, I want you to say, you're doing a great job. We're doing a great job. When the worship team decided last year to bring these two rituals, New Member Sunday and child dedication, into one worship service, the tentative draft title for the service was New Life Ritual. As it turns out, it's really hard to say that without sounding like you're part of a cult. So we're workshopping the title. This service, for many of us, has been a lot of words. I'm about to say more words. If having something to do or listen for helps you track along, I'm going to invite you into this practice. When you hear the words new life, I want you to touch your nose like this, okay? So let's practice. Summer, it's 80 degrees outside, spring, new life. Genius. So when we talked about this service as the New Life Ritual, we weren't referencing the new lives of babies or children that we bless in child dedication, although those are precious and delightful. We also weren't referencing a symbolic new life that our new members take on when they throw their lot in with ours in this congregation, although that's important too. We meant that our life as a congregation becomes new. It's renewed, it's made new again, every time a new person connects with it. Every time we dedicate a child, every time a new member joins, every time a visitor or guest sits in these pews or in a youth group or in the social hall at community dinner. Our life together, our congregational life, is new and renewing all the time. And we celebrate that today. We take time to celebrate that today. Because our new life ritual is not talking about their life, about someone else's life. It's our shared new life. I've gotten to be really up close to new life lately, and this time I am talking about literal new life, the life of my 3.5-month-old baby, Francis. Thank you. I'll pass on the applause when I get home. I'm going to share a couple of the things that she has taught me about new life lately because I think many of them translate across contexts. As a content note, I am going to be talking for the next several minutes about parenting and becoming a parent, and if that's a challenging topic for you for any reason, feel free to take some space and take care of yourself as you need to. So the first thing my daughter Frances taught me is that new life demands attention. I can't tell you how many hours I have spent riding in the backseat of my own car next to my baby's car seat with my wife asking every 5 minutes, is she still breathing? Is she still breathing? I can't tell you how many more hours I spent on the phone with the nurse line in those first few weeks asking everything from, how do I get rid of diaper rash to, can someone just tell me the difference between spit up and throw up? And I can tell you honestly that no one prepared us for the first moments that we were alone as a family of 3. After Frances was born, the nurses had all left our room, and my wife and I looked at each other and said, so are we in charge of her now? I joked to my mom shortly after Frances was born that she was successfully accomplishing her only jobs, which were eating, sleeping, and pooping. My mom, a seasoned mother of 4, looked me straight in the face and said, Allison, right now, those are your only jobs, too. because new life demands attention for all parties involved. The second thing Francis taught me is that new life requires flexibility, and that is too bad for me, to be honest, because anyone who knows me knows that I thrive on predictability and schedules and routine. My Google Calendar is complexly color-coded. I plan my days weeks in advance down to the 15-minute interval. I've used the same 10 questions to reflect back over my day for the past 7 years, and my complicated bedtime routine takes at least an hour. That is, it did take an hour. Now, bedtime for the three of us is changing constantly, as is every other element of my life. Yesterday, I had made a clear and okay, possibly ambitious plan for our morning together as a family, only for it to be derailed halfway through by a screamingly hungry baby. I'll tell you right now, I was not my best self on that 20-minute long car ride home that absolutely destroyed my schedule. New life requires flexibility, and never is that more clear to me than in the unavoidable human beingness of my baby and her needs. The third thing Francis taught me about new life is that it changes you, or at least it's changing me. Becoming a parent has entirely changed the particulars of my life, the state of my living room floor, the sheer amount of laundry in the now 5 hampers scattered throughout my house, the amount of leg room I have in the passenger seat of our Toyota Corolla with a car seat behind me. This new life is a full-body sport that has also changed my knees and my shoulders and my back. It's changed the time I spend with my wife and family and community, and even the little time I spend on my own. It's changed how and when I eat meals and how hot they are when I eat them. It's changed my sleep and also parallel the amount of coffee I consume. And it's certainly changed how I do my ministry here at church. But this new life has changed me on a deeper level as well, not necessarily for better or worse, but undeniably changed. I felt this most keenly during the first few months of the ICE occupation of Minneapolis, which is less visible now, but certainly ongoing. Like many of you, I live within 2 miles of where Renee Good and Alex Pretty were killed. I sat on our couch in my living room, holding my baby close, lullabies punctuated by shrill whistles and urgent honks outside our front door. Rocking my newborn to sleep, I could not turn away from the stories of new parents, like we were, and babies, like we had, who were impacted by the horrors of the occupation firsthand. Neighbors in community groups sought midwives to attend births at home for pregnant people who would not be safe in a hospital. Babies got awful diaper rash because their parents, losing wages, were unable to purchase clean diapers. What broke my heart had changed. What crushed my spirit had changed. New life changed me. So many of us took on new lives during the occupation by choice or by necessity. Some of our lives were newly filled with delivering groceries or keeping watch outside a daycare or dispatching. Some of our lives became newly confined only to the walls of our homes and apartments. Many of our lives were newly or renewedly filled with terror, panic, tears. New life, whether we want it to or not, changes us. But new life also brings possibility. No matter how far off it seems, much closer today, but spring is coming. It is inevitable. Summer will follow, as it always has. The pollinator garden in front of my house is beginning to bud. More than 500,000 sandhill cranes are migrating north along the Platte River. Baby llamas are visiting the Minnesota Zoo in just 2 weeks. And pool passes are on sale. So the new and renewing life of our congregation is like new life anywhere else. It may have its share of challenges, but it brings boundless possibilities, more than we can even imagine. Today, we celebrate our shared new life together. The new life that each one of you is creating right at this moment simply by choosing to be in this space, to breathe the same air, to light the same chalice, to sing the same songs. Amazing songs, might I add. Our congregation has never been exactly like this before, and it will never be exactly like this again. Families who dedicated their children today, you make us new. New members joining us, you make us new. Visitors, guests, and friends, what is it?
You make us new.
They make us new too. Babies, toddlers, children, and teens, you make us new. Elders who have been worshiping here for longer than I've been alive, you make us new. Those of you who are right now having menopausal hot flashes or healing from top surgery, grieving a great loss or newly sober, you make us new. Even if the exact same group of us were to be in this exact same room tomorrow, we would all be new because we will each be new. So new life, dear ones, the new life of this congregation, it demands attention. May we offer it. It requires flexibility. May we stretch for it. And most importantly, it changes us. May we welcome the opportunity to be changed. May we be new life with and for each other in this beloved community and everywhere we go, today and always. Amen. This morning at the 9 a.m. service, before some of you were awake, families gathered to dedicate their children here at First Universalist Church. While there are no families dedicating their children at this service, which is a total coincidence, we as a congregation yet affirm their place in this community of faith. We dedicate ourselves to partnering fully with these families and all of your families, and we welcome them into our covenant of shared belonging. We're going to give you a little glimpse of what we did with our child dedication families at 9 a.m. and what we do every time we participate in this ritual.
In the ritual of child dedication, we recognize how deeply we need one another. We reject the idea that each family is or should be a self-contained unit. We acknowledge that families transcend the limits of blood and of law, and we recognize each of our families as we gather and create them and honor the commitments and the love that defines them. We recognize that all families need healthy, loving communities to witness and enfold them, and we promise to be one of those communities as a spiritual home. We promise to recognize each and every child as a miracle, filled with the power of love, changing and saving the world every day just by being who they are. Families who dedicate their children here at First Universalist share with us the wonder of life. They affirm their connection to this congregation, and they welcome us in as cheerleaders and teammates in the journey of parenting. This congregation then dedicates ourselves to the kids and families honestly in return. We promise to help in times of need. We promise to serve as mentors, guides, teachers throughout the parents' and caregivers' time with their children and youth. We promise to cry and laugh in parent gatherings and community dinner together, and we promise that some of us will play Legos or restaurant and share graham crackers and clean up spills together. We promise to celebrate not just child dedication, but all the milestones ahead together.
In child dedication, we bless those being dedicated in 3 key ways: with water, with a rose, and with some words of welcome. First, we ask the parents and caregivers one by one how their children should be known at church. The children we dedicated at the 9 a.m. service are Scout, Hugh, Julia, Audrey, and Rory. We also asked the parents and caregivers to share one thing that they asked of this faith community. Then we ask consent, we always do, to touch each child with water on their forehead, on their lips or cheeks, and on their hands, to dedicate their thoughts, words, and deeds to the service of love. And each of those children had different things they were comfortable with, which is why we always ask consent. But the love to which we dedicate these children, the love which we all commit to, is bigger than us. It will not let us go. It will not let us down. It will not let us off the hook.
The water that we use to bless our children comes from our Water Communion Sunday that happens each year in September. It's a time when we collect waters from places that matter to us, from our homes, from lakes and rivers, from all over. And we combine them here together and bless that water, remembering that we are a part of one another. Just as the waters merge together, so too are we entangled with each other here in community. We bless our children with a prayer that this water feeds their spirit.
We also give each child we dedicate a rose. Some of these roses here. Like a flower, we all grow in the rain and the sun, when we're happy and when we're sad, when things are easy, when things are hard. The rose we give in child dedication is without thorns, because we're promising to do everything we can to protect these kids from the hard things in life. Later on, when our kids are teenagers and participate in coming of age, we give our youth a rose that has the thorns still on, acknowledging that we promise to support our young people, and we will do so even when we cannot totally protect them from the hard things in life. If you would like to witness that ceremony, the coming of age ceremony, join us on Wednesday, May 13th after the community dinner.
Then after we bless the children with water and a rose, we bless them with words of welcome from all of us. So even though those kids and families aren't here in the sanctuary right now, you still have a part to play in welcoming them fully into our community. So after their blessing, we say to each of the kids, "You are whole, holy, and worthy, welcome and wanted." And then the congregation responds, "And you belong." So let's try this together. You are whole, holy, and worthy, welcome and wanted, and you belong. So now we're going to share that welcome with the children and families who were dedicated this morning. Scout, Hugh, Julia, Audrey, Rory. You are whole and holy and worthy, welcome and wanted, and you belong.
We are so grateful to the families who dedicated their children this morning, and to all of you for inviting us into your lives the way they invited us into theirs, inviting us to be community and to take our place in this joyful celebration that connects us across generations, across time and space. We are so glad the universe made room for these little ones and for all little ones, and we dedicate ourselves wholeheartedly for doing the same for them and for each of you here at church. We promise that you belong now and always in this beloved community. May it be so, and amen.
At the 9 a.m. service, we sang this next song both with our voices and with our hands, because kids love to sing with their hands, but come on, who doesn't? So it's a song written by our friends, the duo Magpie.
And it's the words of Ella Baker, one of the principal organizers for King's campaign during the Civil Rights era.
And the first word that we're going to make with our hands is we're going to give something. So give something.
And this is American Sign Language.
American Sign Language. And we're going to give some light. Give some light. Because we want some people who walk on the ground with their 2 feet. Those people are going to find a way. Maybe your way is straightforward. Maybe your way goes up and down a hill, around a curve. And the last part of the sign that we'll use is, I do believe. I do believe. Yeah, here we go.
Give light, and people will find the way. Give light,
And
Teach peace, and people will find the way. Teach peace, and people will find the way. Teach peace, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Give love, and people will find the way. Give love, and people will find the way. Give love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Give light in ASL. Give light, and people will find the way. Give light, and people will find the way. Give light, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. People will find the way, I do believe.
Nice job, y'all.
This is a poignant time to welcome new members. This year is different than those that have come before because of the greater reality of growing fascism, white nationalism, and the unbearable surge that occurs in our city. Yes, new members come today with the same longings and curiosity that many of you likely had or still have for this community of faith. And there's also this acute awareness that places like First Universalist and communities made up of people like you are needed and necessary to make it through times like this with love and compassion and the courage to resist. Over the past few months, we have gathered in circles together with the membership book. Here's our membership book. In the center of our circle, and each new member printed and signed and dated the book, and then they shared their hopes for this community. Some of that you will hear today. I love this old ritual of putting pen to paper, of adding our names to a list of those who came before us, casting their lot with all of you in hopes of connection and transformation. My heart is full of the memory. Jen once quoted Archbishop Rowan Williams, who said, "Truth makes love possible, and love makes truth bearable." Leaning into that love today, we welcome 15 new members, 3 of whom who have been with us for a while. They won't be up here this afternoon, but they came and signed the book in my office. And I want to invite any of you who are interested in a new membership class. We have another one coming in 2 weeks, and I'll just keep them posted in the program guide, so you can come and join us if you'd like. And if you're a person who's been around for a while and then you'd like to be a member, you can also come and we can have a private signing ritual in my office.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Mark Gorlick. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, and I serve as president of the congregation. This morning, we are celebrating our newest members and welcoming them with joy. We have 13 new members. A few of them either could not join us this morning or at the 9 a.m. service. You'll see a slide in a minute with the names of all of the new members, and then their photos and some information about them will be in this week's Liberal. That's our weekly e-news, and if you don't already get it, you can go to our website and sign up to get it. So, new members, we invite you. Oops. We will invite you. No. So, this is an old book. Today, we are keeping alive a 166-year tradition. Across the generations, seekers have joined this community, saying yes to becoming a part of First Universalist. I'd ask the newest members among you to please make your way up to the chancel. You can either use the stairs or the ramp. Come on up, please.
We honor the new members who came before us. Their dreams and generosity built this community, and we remember them in our hearts as we celebrate. Just keep lining up right there. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Jenny Belden Charles. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the coordinator of the new member circles, the newcomer circles here. And we want to honor all of those who are also going to come after us. May they find here a place of love and care and connection. We welcome their spirits into our celebration today.
Celebrating new membership is a way that we acknowledge in ritual and in public that we are here because others made it possible, and that we now join this web of connection. We know that by listening to the call of love, we will transform and we will be transformed.
We will also need some help handing out flowers. So I'm wondering if there's a few young folks who would be willing to come up. You guys want to come down from the balcony? Oh, and while you're making your way here, we have a little time. That's good. That's a whole journey to get down here. New members, I would love it if you would introduce your name and your pronouns, and then share just a little hope you bring for joining this congregation.
Ron Miller, he, him.
Hold it close to your mouth. There you go.
Ron Miller, he, him. This community is shaped in the spirit of inclusivity and compassion. And I just want to grow within that.
Hi there, I'm Jara Forrester. I use it and its pronouns. And this church has shown me what home and community feels like. And I hope that I can spend the rest of my life in this church and just being with you all. I'm very grateful for you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Valerie, she, her, and I'm very excited to be part of such a loving, supportive community.
My name is Corey Schnitzler. I use he, him pronouns, and I hope to continue finding and building more community that I've already found here, because it's been great as a transplant to meet people who are like-minded and welcoming and awesome.
Hello there. My name is Zion Forrester. I hope to continue to find the community that I have already found so welcoming, to hold and to be held, and to join together our hands to fight the tyranny and oppression that is in our government and in our skyscrapers all over this country.
My name is Ria D. Peoples. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to be part of this community, which I've already experienced as not only a really welcoming place, but as a place that continues to stretch itself to draw the circle wider and wider. I'm really grateful to be here and looking forward to being an official member.
My name is Terry Peterson, pronouns she and they. And glad to be here as a new member. Looking forward to meeting more of you and getting to know you. And looking forward to continuing learning and changing.
My name is Clyde Derrick, he, him. I came here last summer from living my full life in California and being part of a UU church for almost 30 years. And when I first came to that church, I was an other. I was an openly gay man in a congregation that was not entirely accepting. And I was part of the dialogue that changed that. And whatever dialogues this marvelous church has to go through, I hope to be part of them. Thank you.
We are all so fortunate for this new life. So now is the time that we welcome new members by declaring that they belong. So can you practice saying, "And you belong" with me? And you belong. Thank you. New members, you wonderful human beings, you are whole and holy and worthy and welcome and wanted. And you belong. Can we give them a round of applause? You guys can go on. Whatever's easier. Thank you, flowers. You're good. Thank you. You want to do your part?
It is so good. It is so good to be able to celebrate you new members today. We're so glad that you have found your way here to First Universalist. And know that by your being here, as Allison taught us earlier, we are not the same church that existed last week. We are once again something new, and we're excited about what will become together with you. And I know you all know how to complete this sentence, so I will say that all of you, please know that you are not alone. We are holding it together.
Thank you. So you all should have received a leaf, but I know some of you may have come in a little early, so I'm going to see if the ushers can run back out and grab the baskets of leaves. You may have to share pens, so if you're sitting in a pew and you don't have a pen, feel free to ask someone next to you for a pen. Those leaves are to give blessings to both the new members and to the families who were dedicated, the children who were dedicated this morning. You can draw a picture on it, you can write a word, you can write a sentence, you can write a song, whatever you're in the mood for. You will see that we have a tree up here, the one that I ran into and dropped a couple leaves off of, so be a little careful, it's a little precarious. We have ornament hanging hooks that you guys might, recognize from the holiday season. You may need to manipulate it a little bit so you can make one end wide to be able to hang on to the tree. And we will hand out the hooks to you. So you'll have time now to write, and when you're ready to come forward, we'll hand you a hook and you can hang it on the tree for the new members and the families that were dedicated.
Teach peace, and people will find the way. Teach peace, and people will find the way. Teach peace, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Give love, and people will find the way. People will find the way. Give love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Rise together, and people will find the way. Rise together, and people will find the way. Rise together, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Sing together, and people will find the way. find the way. Sing together, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Dance together, and people will find the way. Dance together, and people will find the way. Dance together, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. March together, and people will find the way. March together, and people will find the way. March together, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Heal together, and people will find the way. Heal together, and people will find the way. Heal together, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Listen with love, and people will find the way. Listen with love, and people will find the way. Listen with love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Speak with love, and people will find the way. Speak with love, and people will find the way. Speak with love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Lead with love, and people will find the way. Lead with love, and people will find the way. Lead with love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Lead with hope, and people will find the way. Lead with hope, and people will find the way. Lead with hope, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Lead with joy, and people will find the way. Lead with joy, and people will find the way. Lead with joy, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Lead with trust, and people will find the way. Lead with trust, and people will find the way. Lead with trust, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Give love, and people will find the way. Give love, and people will find the way. Give love, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. People will find the way, I do believe.
A couple quick announcements. There's cake downstairs. So join the new members and all of your other folks from here, the congregation, get to know each other a little bit, eat some cake, celebrate. And then if you are in need of a blessing, whether you're one of our new members or just somebody sitting down in the pew who feels like a blessing might actually warm your heart today, please feel free to come up after the service and take a blessing with you from all of us. Oh, we are going to create a circle. We are. So those of you who are able or want to would stand and create a circle around the edge of the congregation. If you need to sit or you choose to sit, please know you are in the circle with us. We hold you there as well.
So as you make your way, we know that in this circle, we are all of a sudden a brand new community. We are folks with a brand new shared life. We are new members and seasoned members, visitors and friends, dedicated and not yet dedicated children and youth of all ages. We make promises and offer blessings to each other right now for our time spent in the new community we have just created and for the new life we now share.
And now it is time for everybody to make promises. So what we will do is we will dedicate ourselves to each other and show up in a community making promises to play our part in each other's lives as supporters, as cheerleaders, as friends, advisors, confidants, as a spiritual home, and companions for the journey for all of what is life. So folks around the circle, we will ask some questions, and after each time, if you would be willing to say, "We promise," that would be awesome. So let's give it a try.
We promise.
You can scream it out loud. Wonderful.
Yes.
No, I think you're on
right.
it.
You're
You
right.
are ready. All right.
Yes.
So, do you promise to support, empower, and challenge one another as we learn and grow in community?
We promise.
Do you promise to love justice and live with compassion?
We promise. Do you promise to strive for a world of peace, safety, and love here and beyond our walls? We promise.
Do you promise to care for one another and to share each other's joys and burdens?
We promise. Do you promise to welcome each visitor, guest, member, and friend of any and all ages to this community of belonging as whole, holy, and worthy, welcome and wanted with room to grow?
We promise. This is our shared ministry. This is our shared work. It's our shared spiritual practice to make real in the world, to comfort and to keep one another, to grow and change together, to hold fast to the work of love that has brought us here and calls us on. May it be so. May we make it so. Amen. Amen.
This might be a slightly different version of this song than you know, but when Lee Hayes and Pete Seeger wrote this song, there was this kind of tacit agreement that we were all brothers. And then a woman came up to Pete Seeger and said, "Pete, I'm feeling kind of left out." So they started singing Brothers and Sisters. And then years went by, and Sandy and I were singing this song, and a friend, trans friend in Oakland said, "Pat, I'm feeling kind of left out." So we thought, so we started singing All of the Resistors. And I just wanted to give a shout out before we sing this song. Thanks to Ellis Delaney for the use of her guitar while we've been here with you all this weekend. And it's been such a pleasure both to be in the concert last night and to share in your services this morning. So thank you so much for having us. And we look forward to not being strangers and see you all again. So thank you. All of the resistors,
Thank you. May we go now in peace and bring this love with us out into the world. May it be so. Amen. Let's have some cake and have some fun, y'all. Right?